Alright guys, Eric Random here, youtube.com. For my channel, like, subscribe, press that bell button for notifications. I see I just got up to 500 subscribers, so yay for me. So I'm going to do a little baking thing here for you guys, whatever. A celebration just for me and everybody else, you know. Just because. Even though I know it may go back down to $4.99, but still, I'm at 500 at the moment. So thanks to each and everyone and for those that subscribe. So what I want to do is going to make a little cake here. It's just a confetti white cake mix and stuff, you know, cheap, easy to do. So it's a deluxe moist confetti white cake mix. It's from Walmart, you know, pretty simple. So you're going to need 4 eggs. And we're going to, with those, you're going to use those as egg whites. All right. The mix right here. And then a ½ cup of vegetable oil, which I'll have to get here in just a moment. So I'll be right back with you guys. Also, you need some of this in a 13x9 pan. If not, you can use 2 9-inch round cake pans if you want to. You know, if you want to stack them, or you can turn these into cupcakes, and about 24 cupcakes or so. So you're going to need some of this. You're going to spray this pan here, over here where I'm pointing at, and you're going to put just a little bit of dusting of flour on there is what you're going to do. So we'll do that in just a minute here. So I'll be right back with you guys in 1 second, alright? Alright, we're back. So also you're gonna need 1 1¼ cups of water, 4 egg whites. So you're gonna have to use something like this to get the egg whites out. Alright. There's the oil right here. So away we go. So we're gonna first put in the cake mix, of course. And yes, we do have a frosting for it. I'll show you that to you guys here in a little bit. But when you guys do cakes, always let your cake cool off before you do the frosting. Otherwise, the frosting is not going to work the right way. So we can open this without making a mess. Alright, so it's open. Well, I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Little confetti marks in there and stuff. I'll put that in there. Alright. There, you see the color mix in there. Let's see all the different confetti stuff in there or not. There you go, a little bit better view of it. Alright, so next thing we're going to do. Oh yeah, preheat your oven to 350 degrees, by the way, so don't burn yourself. This is a 13x9 over here that we're going to use to put the cake in, so we're just going to make a big cake. Alright, so 250, we're going to coat the bottom of it, so we're just going to take some of this, spray it, the sides. Alright, that. Then we're going to take a little bit of flour, as it says on here. Flour dusting, so we'll just take a little bit of flour dusting. Like this. Excuse me, maybe a little bit more. Alright, that's probably all you need, really. I was just having a stick less, I guess you could say. Alright, as we continue, now we're going to put the egg whites in, so we're going to do one at a time here, so please excuse me. It's kind of a tricky situation here, I guess you could say. Come on. I know it's not perfect, but hey, it works, right? It's going, just going slowly. Yeah, I know there's other ways you can do it too. I know that. Alright, I guess we'll do it the other way. We'll do it where you go back and forth between the egg. Alright. Make sure there's no shells in there. Alright, get rid of that. Two more to go, guys. Yeah, try not to get shells in there. If you see a shell, well, try not to. Or do it over something. Probably do it over a piece of paper towel or something. Alright. Alright, so I got that in there. Remember now, just egg whites, not the yolk. Alright, so I got the egg whites in there. Now that stuff I used for over there was the Kroger baking made with flour, non-stick spray, but they tell you to put some in there, so not sure why, but that's what they tell me to do. And hopefully this is still recording. Yes, okay, good. Wasn't too sure because I always such with all this. So there I put the vegetable oil. Alright, there's the vegetable oil going in. Half a cup of vegetable oil, guys. Alright, I'm sorry. Now 1/4 cup of water right there. And we're going to mix that together. Just use a whisk over here. I do have a blender, but it's loud and it's late at night, so we're just going to do it this for now. Yeah. It says beat with the mixer or medium speed for 2 minutes and pour butter into pan or pans. So, well, like I said, I would have done the other way, but we're going to do it this way because we don't want to wake nobody up. Try to be as quiet as possible. Don't want to wake the zombies up. As you can see, I don't know if you can see the confetti in there or not, whatever. So 2 minutes. So I'm going to do this by hand. So I'm just watching the timer on my cell phone here. And by the way, this is Herc Random, YouTube.com. If you like my channel, like, subscribe, press that bell button. I'm ecstatic. I'm at 500 right now. So for right now, anyway. So, but like I said, it can always go back down. I haven't done a baking video in a while, so now I know some of you have asked how could you stretch your budget and your meals and stuff. Well, I'll be doing some of those eventually, you know, for seeing how our food stuff and the economy is going. For those that are having a hard time, I can understand that. I've been there myself, and even the people, those other workers and federal workers, they're there themselves right now. You know, a lot of them got laid off, unfortunately. So, all right, 1 minute to go. Hope everybody's doing good out there. And Birdie Day, the guy that does Bitcoin on there, got a little. I called him out on the football game. The Vikings and the Lions played today, but the Lions did not do very good today. I mean, they lost by 3 points, which I'm surprised. They probably would have lost a lot by more, you know, but their defense was not very well today. So I don't know if it's because it's just from a bye week or what. All right, guys, we're going to pour this into here. And there we go. Get it all up and down in there. Best we can. Looks pretty cool. Nice, bright, frosty looking. Looks like a Frosty the Snowman cake. Get all that stuff in there. You want to get it. You want to get it all out. Get it all out as much as you can. And don't do what I just did. Alright, give me 1 second here. We're going to get this out with the press this out with the spatula if we can. This type of spatula I'm talking about. So. And yes, guys, don't eat the like this. I know people do, but be careful. There's eggs in there. You get salmonella poisoning. Maybe just a small, tiny liquid or something. Other than that, be careful. All right. Alright. Okay, kind of smooth it out a little bit. Make it even on the pan here a little bit. I like to make it even as possible. I know I got this on the stove. It looks kind of crooked at the moment, but it's not. Maybe it's a little bit. There we go. Let's kind of give it a nice little thing. Alright, I think that's good enough. Alright, be right back. 1 second, excuse my hand. Hi guys, I'm back. Just saying hi to you. So I'm going to put the cake into the oven there, and let's see how long it says. It says for bake at 350, following bake times are low. One toothpick inserted in the center comes out clean. Cake is done. Cool 10 to 15 minutes before removing from pan. Cool cake completely before frosting. So a lot of people like to take their cake out and frost it up right away. Don't do that, because it's going to ruin the frosting. It's going to melt it all over, and it's going to make your cake all gooey and gooey. I mean, if you want to do it, fine, but if not, let your cake cool down completely. So now this is, so usually this is probably going to take so this is just a 13 by 9, so it's going to be about 34 to 38 minutes. But this oven's so old, you know, this oven's a very old oven. So I won't say how old it is. Let's put it this way, it's older than I am probably. So I'm 50, so I'll give you an idea. Alright, so if you're curious what all went in there, cake mix, 1 1/4 cup of water, half a cup of great value vegetable oil, or any type of vegetable oil you want, and 4 egg whites. So when you guys know how to do egg whites, I mean, there's egg white separators I can use. I was trying to use one, but they don't work that great. Or you can just take it and just flip the egg from one shell to the other shell when you're breaking half the shell to the other shell. So just watch out for shells to get in there. So be careful. Alright, we'll be back shortly. Talk to you soon. And this is Search My Random. 500 subscribers. I'm excited. Help me push up some more if you can. Or help me get some more watch hours on the long videos. The short videos I can get quite a few watch hours. So, but I wanted to thank to each and every one of you for watching my videos. I appreciate it. I know this is a long video, so if you want to watch it, that's great. If not, or watch part of it, or just fast forward through it, or you know, if you guys can recommend my channel, I appreciate it. Like I said, I just do this for fun. This is just something to do. Like I said, I do baking stuff. I haven't got a chance to do some in a while, so this is a chance I finally got to do some, you know, able to do it. So even though I'm type 2 diabetic, I shouldn't be making this, but the other people that live here can eat it, so I might have one piece. So, but anyways, thanks for watching. I'll be back here shortly. And like I said, this channel is not for profit or anything like this. Let's just do this for fun as a stress relief. So me doing this like this is a stress relief for me. Keeps my mind on straight, keeps stress away from me, keeps my mind floating somewhere else and worrying about not worrying about some other things so much, which I do need to worry about. So in the oven it goes, and then there it is. All right, guys, see you soon. Well, we're gonna take a look at this real quick and see how the cake is coming along. So I'm just gonna peek in the oven. So it's coming along. Not done yet, obviously. It says 35 to 38 minutes. I can tell the top is still a little bit not quite cooked all the way, so still a bit, what do you say, flexible. We'll be back with you shortly. Alright guys, we're going to open this back up and see how it's looking. It's looking pretty good. But it says to use a toothpick, but I don't have a toothpick. We'll just use a fork or knife. Alright, let's see. We'll give it maybe, looks pretty clean, so I think I'm just going to give it maybe 2 more minutes if that. So we'll see how it looks when it comes out. Alright guys, I think it's done, so I'm going to take it out here. Alright, make sure you turn your oven off. So sometimes I forget to do that, so make sure you turn it off. Grab some hot pads, sit it on the stove. So you guys can get a look at that. I'll turn it this way some. There you go. There we go. How's that? So we're going to set it right here. Just let it cool off. And then we will frost it afterwards. There you go. Here's a little bit better look at it. So see, it's confetti cake. No, it's white confetti cake. So we're gonna put some fries on it after it's all done. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to flip it out or not, but we'll find out. So I'm gonna try to flip it out of the pan. Not right now because it's too hot. So we'll do that when we get a chance to. Alright guys, got the cake out. So that didn't come out the way I quite wanted to. Made a little indentation right there, but we're going to frost it anyways. We're just going to frost it on this. You see it's kind of soft and crumbly as whole, but anyways, we're just going to get a little thing here and frost away, as they say. Let me find my thing first, where I did with it. We're just going to use a knife. Nicer easy to use, so it's cool enough now. This is peppermint, by the way. Yeah, it might still be a little too warm to frost, but that's okay. We're just going to do it anyways. Nothing fancy or anything like that. We're just going to keep it on here. And it looks like a confetti, and I'll show you the rest of the stuff here in just a moment. Not perfect, you know. I probably should have let it cool off a lot more, but that's alright. I'm not here to impress nobody. I'm just here just to show something to do today that you guys can do at home if you get bored or something. You know, I'm sure there's a lot of good bakers at home. By the way, this is peppermint vanilla whipped frosting is what this is, in case you were wondering. So, nope. Not gonna be perfect, but it's alright. I may have like a little piece of it or something, just because. Yeah, it's a little bit of a crumble, but I didn't even make it that crumbly, but that's okay. Right, I should let it cool off a lot more. So we're just going to leave it on this for now. That'll cover our head. Like I said, nothing perfect. we'll do the sides here a little bit. We'll try to anyways. Can't guarantee he's gonna get on, but smells really good. If you guys can smell it, smell-o-vision. It smells really good. I'm sure this will get eaten up fast, so. I can see right here where it's kind of not quite cooled down enough. That's why it's doing that. That is alright though. It's kind of like this a little bit to kind of smooth it out. I'm not a professional. That's for sure. There are a lot more in here. I'll show you what goes on top here in just a second. See, there's the frosting. This is the peppermint vanilla whipped frosting. It says the elf on the shelf, and I'll show you all here in just a second, and you'll see why. Obviously, it's from Christmas time, but it's not Christmas yet. It's still have to go through Thanksgiving, and you ever notice how close the holidays are together sometimes? You ever wonder that? Are they meant to be that close? Like you have like a ham or a turkey, and Thanksgiving you have a ham or a turkey. Some people, you know, but that's all right. I have no Bob Ross, that is for sure. That was a great guy. I always like how he talked to his paintings and stuff. So he did great. So we're just going to smooth this out here a little bit like that. Let's see if we can get this over here too. I got a lot more. Got more on here. I'm not going to get on the sides here, but that's okay though. Try to smooth it out, sort of. Like I said, I'm not a artist here. I just don't have the right tools either, so just kind of doing this by hand. I probably could do if I take my time, get nice and smooth on there, and kind of okay. I'm sure my family will eat this up, so. Just because of the frosting says peppermint, they'll love that. If you guys like peppermint, I do. I think it's pretty good. So, let's see, this video's already 24 minutes. My goodness. Sorry about that. I'll make it watched it in one day, but. Alright. I think that's good for now at the moment. Now the fun part. The open figure goes on top. Or the bottom of it, so. Gotta be careful how we do this. I'm afraid this is all over the place. Oh, there we go.